These proposed new laws are about all strikes, not just rail strikes, but obviously the government has announced them on a day when the rail network is mired in industrial action. Now, very simply, ministers want to have the power to impose minimum levels of service on key sectors of the economy during strikes. That is rail services, ambulance services, fire services. Clearly, there will be a debate about what level a minimum level of service is. Lots of unions see this as really serious chicanery that could stop them from having strikes in the future, or at least make it much more difficult. But Grant Shapps, the business secretary, outlining these proposed laws this afternoon, describing them as a sort of safety net for the public during future industrial disputes.
We're saying, look, there has to be a minimum safety level that people can expect even on strike days, particularly in areas like healthcare, making sure that an ambulance can turn up, for example. That's very patchwork at the moment. Other modern European economies all have minimum safety levels, and we've announced that we'll be introducing those in legislation, in law.
Julian, we'll put those points to one of the rail union bosses who's going to be joining us live on the programme a little bit later on. But just give us an idea of what sort of impact the strikes have had today.
Well, some rail bosses have been describing this as traumatic Thursday. 15 rail operating companies affected by action organised by the train drivers union Aslef. They're all in England, but some of those services go into Scotland and Wales as well. The RMT union, whose members are rail workers other than drivers, will have a strike on Friday and Saturday, as we saw on your calendar. Basically, services are not back to normal until Monday, and Monday is when those union bosses, rail bosses and the government are going to get round the table. RMT boss Mick Lynch saying to me the other day, though, could be the middle of next week when they make a decision about possible strike action at the end of this month as well.